What's the difference between a custom pair of boots versus a pair at the store? And by a pair of just very odds.
You got more than that.
Mm-hmm.
A custom pair, you can choose your leathers, your colors.
You design it.
Mm-hmm.
You can design it. But then you've got a made to measure, which is what we do. It's a custom made to measure. You can still choose all those things, toes and heels, height and all that stuff. But you get measured. You get 8 measurements on each foot and leg. And of course, ready-made out of a store, an 8, just take an 8.5D. They're built to fit a wide range of 8.5Ds. And you would think an 8.5D is an 8.5D foot, but they're not. They all vary. And the different boot companies use different lasts, which measure a little differently. And there's some really good boots made, and then there's some that are, you pay for what you get, you know. I don't know if that answered your question or not, but a made-to-measure boot, whether we make it or some other reputable boot maker makes it, what you're doing with that, building that boot for that individual's foot, left and right. And when you do, you've taken all the stress out of that leather. You don't have places that are way too tight or places that are loose, which either one affects the function of that leather and the longevity of that leather. So if it fits your foot like it's supposed to fit, it walks like it's mechanically like it's supposed to. And that goes into another thing. We, most of our lasts are wooden lasts made out of maple. And they're all come from the 30s and 40s. When we start a pair of lasts to fit them up, and fitting them up means we add leather where we need to bring it out. We sand on it, shape on that leather, measure it. We just don't gob leather on, because when we finish, we want it to look like a boot. But we don't sand on the lasts at all. We take a smaller last and build it up. As soon as you start sanding on it, you've changed the integrity of that last. And whoever designed those lasts, they designed them to work whatever heel height they are, however they're built, to work with the foot. So they know more about whoever designed them lasts know more about how feet operate and work in your walking than I'll ever know. So that's kind of the story on that.